Hi, this is Chuck D. In this video here, I'm going to show you a nice simple way to germinate your cannabis seeds and get them started, and then you'll be able to transplant them into some bigger pots. It's a pretty easy way of doing it. As you can see, I've already added a little bit of water here to it, and then you put a couple drops of hydrogen peroxide in the water, a couple little drops, stir it, and then I put some seeds in this jar lid here so you can see them. And you just add the seeds into the water, mixed, with the mixed hydrogen peroxide, a few drops in it. And I usually lay the cover on it and stick it in the closet in my room where it's dark, just in case, and let them soak for about 4 to 6 hours. So after soaking the seeds for about 4 to 6 hours in water with a few drops of hydrogen peroxide in it, then get yourself a wash rag, soak it, wring it out just a tad, but leave it sort of a wet damp, and then put your seeds, fold the wash rag in half, put your seeds down inside the folded over wash rag. I just have it laying on a piece of Tupperware, but you can put it on a plate or anything. Just stick it in a dark area like a little cupboard or something. And then in about 2 days, because the hydrogen peroxide softens up the shell on the seed, it makes it easier for them to germinate. So if you have older seeds, sometimes that'll help. I wish I had known that a long time ago, because I had a real good strain that I couldn't get to germinate. Here's a picture. There's a place in San Diego called CBD Seed Labs that you can buy hemp seeds from CBD to make CBD out of, just to let you know. But anyway, once you do that, once you put them inside the folded wash rag, in about 2 days this will happen. Let me fold this over. And you'll see the little tails. You see the little white tails sticking out of the seeds here? These germinated, okay? So they're ready for the very next step, except I'm going to wait an extra day because I've got one here that's just starting to germinate, and I might get a couple more out of there. So I'll be showing you that in the next step. So anyway, the next step is these little peat pellets, which you can buy them at the nursery or hydroponics store, any place that sells gardening. They look like little chocolate chip wafers. I'll show them to you. This is what they look like. And what you do is you just get a little small container, put water in it, water. I'm gonna do probably 6 of them. You let them soak. Once they soak for a while, they'll pop up, and you'll see in just a minute when they pop up. So again, once these pellets are all soaked and they come out looking like this, kind of puffed up, and I wring them out just a little. I just give them a little squeeze in the sink to get a little bit, but I still want them to be, a little heavy and have a lot of moisture in them. And then what I do is I'm using a screwdriver here, but I just kind of route it out a little bit, make the hole bigger, because those tails are pretty long that I showed you. So I just kind of route that out kind of deep on all of them. These have a little net around them, so once they start to really grow and the roots start getting to the sides of this netting, you can just take this netting off, actually. Some people don't. So anyway, then you just grab your seeds with the little tail sticking out, and carefully put them down inside the little peat pellet, leaving the top of the seed sticking out at the top, which you're going to see later on after they start to grow, because what will happen is the top shell of this seed will eventually fall off as the plant starts to grow. What I do is I have a desk in my room here, and I put a little hook underneath the desk, and I set up this little grow light to hang there, and then I also have the tray with a little dome over it. I didn't mention that earlier, but these domes, you can buy the whole kit if you want to call it a kit, and you get the tray and the dome, and that's separate. You got to get the light separately. You can probably find a used one, but there's the light while it's on. And I'll show you what the next step is going to. It's pretty warm in the Inland Empire where I live, so I'm not going to put a heating pad underneath this. Some people do. It's good to have a little bit of humidity in them when they're real young like this, but I just put the dome over the top, slide it under the light, and they'll start growing. You'll see. There them little beauties are. There's 6 of them, and I got a couple more up in the other cupboard with the wash rag wrapped around them to see if they germinate. I don't really want to plant a lot of plants, but these particular plants here aren't feminized seeds, so when they start to grow, I'm going to have to keep an eye on them to separate the males and the females, and that's a different subject. But you can, if you buy the CBD seeds straight from the company in San Diego, this is just for video purposes. But if you buy the CBD seeds from them, they already are feminized. You don't have to worry about males and females and all that whole business. Besides, if you end up with some males, you'll end up with some seeds and save a lot of money. So it's been almost 24 hours, and you can already see these things are starting to grow. I'll try to get a little closer shot. You can see them starting to pop up a little bit. And the seed shell will stay on there for a bit yet until it starts looking more like a plant. But I'll show it to you as it grows. This is only day 1. Anyway, that's a pretty easy way to germinate your cannabis seeds. Obviously, you know, some people take cuttings off of female plants, but that's another story. But this is a pretty simple way of getting your seeds ready, germinating them, and get them started. They got to grow a little bit more underneath that light that I showed you in the video. And usually I'll transplant them to a little bit bigger, you know, to a small little pot, and eventually introduce them to the outside, and then they'll start to grow. And I'll probably do another video on that, because I'm going to also do a video and show you how to make CBD oil and save you a lot of money doing that too. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd be appreciative if you'd give me a like, and if some of you want to subscribe, that'd be even better. But it doesn't cost anything to like and subscribe. It's not like they're going to bug you with ads or anything. All you're doing is clicking a little button. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this helps some of you people that are trying to do this.